Hello, I am Dr. Go, and today we're talking about left-hand pizzicato. This is something I've been asked a lot of questions about from students and colleagues and so on and so forth. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on left-hand pizzicato, but I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I wish to share them with you today. Okay, so let's start with the normal general rules first. Okay, first, number one is +2 or more. That means if I'm going to play a note on my first finger, I'm going to pluck with my third or my fourth finger, okay? Because that's louder than just second finger, especially at a slow tempo. We'll cover things about tempo and in the exceptions. Now, the second one is upward trajectory. We want our pizzicato to go upwards. So if I'm playing here, I want my finger to go up, to make sure I don't hit the other strings. Yeah, because that's not clean. That's clean. Okay, upward trajectory. Now, exceptions. You notice there are more exceptions than normal rules, okay? The first thing about exceptions is that you notice there's a star. That's the reason for that is there are far more exceptions than this. This is just a starting point. Now, first rule of exceptions is the extensions, okay? If we're doing a nice slow left-hand pizzicato and I only play a whole tone away, this is about as loud as I can go. But if I extend it, it's louder, okay? So that's the first exception. Second one is a downward trajectory. That is basically something I only really use on E string, okay? The third one is a wrist accentuation. This is used mainly for first finger when we are doing to get really loud in not the best situations. You use the wrist, and it's basically this. Normally we do just the finger here. Sorry, move my bow. The finger here. This is with the wrist to get a little bit more movement. Okay. The fourth exception is high velocity. When you go fast. Today, for the example, I'm using the 9th variation from Paganini's 24th Caprice. So in the second half, there's a downward scale. Okay, now for this one, okay, you can see I'm not using I'm using very few of the rules. I am using upward trajectory, okay, but I can't use extensions. This is high velocity. You notice when I go slow, it's not that loud. When you go fast, it's much louder. Yeah? Much louder, okay? High velocity definitely speaks more. So these are just 4 exceptions. Just there are many more, but this is a good starting point. Now, to practice left-hand pizz, let's start. Okay? In the beginning of variation 9, we see you're hitting the note with the bow. Okay, now the thing is that we might not know whether or not our pizzicato is really that loud, our left-hand pizzicato. So I suggest for a first step, take your right hand, put your thumb against the black fingerboard, and do pizzicato this way for all the notes you would normally use the bow for. Okay, so you end up with. Okay, you end up with that. Now, first thing you want to do is try to make everything even. Okay, make the volume, the dynamics all even. Oh, sorry. Okay, now mine's not that even yet. I need to practice more on this. Okay, once you have it even, then start trying to do musical shapes. Okay, and once you get good musical shapes, then switch to the bow. So step 1, pizzicato, mixed pizzicato, left and right hand. Step 2, with the bow. Whoops, I made a mistake there, but You understand, okay? Now, after you get this one bowed and you start getting musical, okay, and you still want to, work on your left hand pizzicato more. Next step is no bow, no right hand, okay? And so you get, again, you start using extensions. Okay, so that's a good starting place, and it works your mind a little bit, okay? But it's a good place to start to really work on perfecting your left hand pits. And after that, you start applying to everything. If we, this whole variation 9 from the 24th Caprice, you can do it all with just the left hand. You actually can, okay? It goes a little bit slower, but you can do it. And it's a great exercise for left hand pizzicato. Okay, so if there are any further questions about left hand pizzicato, that things I might have left out or such, please comment below, let me know. I'll try to address it in a further video. Otherwise, I hope this is a good starting point. And again, if anything I'm saying is contrary to what your teachers are telling you, ignore me, listen to your teachers. But my hope is that with this starting point, people will improve left hand pizzicato so that in 10 years, all the violinists in the world will have much better left hand pizzicato technique than what it is now. That's really my hope. Best wishes to you guys. Cheers.